Next, I'd like to call up the CEO of Blood Tribe Department of Health, Derrick Fox.
Kiniksuqua, nistoa goqpartigaya kiitsoqaassa. Ninnau iskitikam tooniwa kiniksista nam utakimaaki tahto puttaaki. Good afternoon, students, elders, teachers. Again, we're not in class, but definitely, again, this is a huge learning. You know, we have our elders here, very strong. Just want to thank Charlie again for the prayer this morning and the smudge. Definitely a strong way to start our day. Again, you know, when we talk about, you know, just the path that our ancestors, our grandparents, our elders have kind of paved the way, you know, I can't stop but think of my late mother and just the role that she played as far as in being a part of the team and establishing the Blood Tribe Department of Health. She was on council with a lot of strong members, and again, their task of the day, the Blood Indian Hospital was closing, so they were tasked to look at a new hospital. And one of the reasons was just the substandard, the discrimination that our members have always faced as far as when we seek that support for health and medical supports on the outside. So it was so important as far as to get the establishment of the Department of Health going so that we could serve our own members, we could have that control, how we support them. And again, you know, culture has been huge, you know, our language has been huge. I just have to say that, again, I'm just a little disappointed in myself not being stronger as far as more fluent. My parents are very fluent in the language, so my understanding is very strong. Just need to keep practicing as far as speaking as well. So, but definitely, you know, again, you know, just the work that our ancestors have done, they're huge shoes to fill, but it is possible. There's more of us. I just want to go back to something that my sister Dolly had mentioned this morning. Again, you know what? We thank you for helping us to help you so that we can all help further the community. I think, you know, when we look at the challenges of what we've gone through, you know, my late mother again, you know, prior to the whole awareness of residential school, she said, to lack a better word, we will call it the boarding school syndrome. She told me, Tsiki, she said, my boy, it is not our fault. This was imposed on us as far as with what we had to go through in boarding school. All of the oppressions with it, not being able to speak our language, being basically starved in boarding school at times. She said, so again, you know, when we see people that are struggling, do not judge. It is not for us. We do not know the path that they have been on and why they're there. And I think, you know, a lot of us are you know, totally embedded, you know, grassroots of the community. So we do see, and we're not immune to with what's going on. We have, my dad has a granddaughter, we have a niece that struggles with addictions. And at times it's frustrating, but it is about caring. And this is what sets us apart from other denominations, other cultures, is that the caring is so strong. You know, this is our gift, is the gift of caring. I've mentioned that before, and it's truly a gift that we all have, and I see that with all of you. That is why we're all here today, is because we care. We care about ourselves, we care about our loved ones. So again, you know, I don't want to take up too much time. I just want to, again, thank Terry Lynn and the wellness team for setting this up. I think, you know, Terry Lynn said, you know what, I want this to be for the clients. I want us to share with the clients, you know, again, you know, the opportunities that lay ahead for them, you know, and again, lots of trauma, but based on the trauma that we've gone through, we lump it all together. There's actually what we call good stress and not so good stress. This is actually good stress, where we are a little bit kind of out of our comfort zone. We're a little bit shy, and that's okay. We need to just continue to grow in that sense that to meet these things on. At times I used to play hooky when I was younger. My mom being a nurse, it's like, my boy, let me feel your stomach. You seem okay. Let me feel your head. You're not hot. You need to go to school. So again, just the trauma at times getting to that point. Sometimes after school, she would say, so how did it go? I said, Mom, it wasn't that bad. She said, see, it's not so bad. At times, we build those things up just based on our past experiences. But moving forward, again, we still have rich history, heritage. We see the elders here that we have, very strong, and a lot of them too, if we must call it that, have that lived experience. They've gone through the trauma, they've gone through the challenges, and some of them have gone through addictions, struggles as well. But again, it is overcoming, and it's something that we always know is there, but it's something that, again, with the strengths that we have within, but also around us, we can overcome a lot of things. I just want to, again, echo, that the kind of, the wellness team, again, in the work that they do in the community, has won a very prestigious award, the Federation of Council Award, presented to one recipient per province in Canada, and the Wellness Department was the recipient for Alberta, and the work they do in the day treatment program and the supports within this area as far as addictions and mental health challenges. So again, can we give them applaud? We have many strong leaders. Again, I look at Charlie and Martin. I look at our board, Rod and Jerry. All, again, very dedicated, hardworking, and somewhat in the retirement. They have now lent a hand in that guidance to us. So again, I just want to, just say how proud I am of our board and the confidence that they have in our teams and what we're doing and providing support to all of our members on the reserve. Again, I want to thank, just their wisdom. Just recently, we're aware that Charlie, our former chief, has received a award as far as here in Alberta, recipient of the Jubilee Queen Elizabeth II Award for recipient for outstanding service in the community here in Alberta. Again, can we give him a round? Where I'm going is I just want to share that again, in the struggles that we all face, we're not alone. For us, we have a strong board of directors that helps guide us. They are part of the elder community, whether they like it or not. But definitely lots of wisdom with our board of directors. They represent the community. They represent all of you too, in the sense they are touched and they feel for what's going on in our community. Definitely want to thank the wellness team as far as going over and above and being innovative in how we roll out supports. Again, we might get some, guidelines as far as this is what we must do, but it's up to us how we roll those things out. And again, just so proud of how we are able to touch the community. And again, just certainly, again, just the elders' wisdom, as I shared, I carry my late mother as far as her teachings with me every day. There's not a day that doesn't go by that I don't think of some of those things that she has shared. And again, for us, we all have huge shoes to fill. And at times it is overwhelming, but it is about one step at a time. And this is one big step that we are taking. And again, just want to applaud all of you for taking that courage to step forward to say, I want quality in my life too. And so, again, I can't stress enough, just the importance. Our programs wouldn't be strong if it wasn't for the participation and the feedback that you guys give to the team. So again, thank all of you for your participation and your courage for coming forward. I want to thank all of our elders for taking the time to listen, but also to gently guide us. I think a lot of us had that positive experience. I was very close to, to family. And again, my parents were very embedded in their families, very traditional as far as going to visit both sides of my grandparents. And so with that, was a lot of respect. It didn't go without saying, it went without saying, I should say, that we would, again, be very respectful in those engagements with our grandparents. So, just want to share, just how proud that I am to be the lead for Blood Tribe Department of Health. In saying that, I know that I am no more important than any one of us are today here. We all play a role and we have a responsibility. I think at times it's something too that we talk about knowledge transfers, just knowing some of that from my parents and my late mother in some of her roles as a nurse, as a leader. In sharing that, it is a duty once we have that knowledge to transfer that and to share that with those that need that support. So again, at times I wonder, how did I become the CEO for Blood Tribe Health? It's not something that I really was looking to, but it's something based on the role, on the responsibilities that I've been given over time. Being the oldest male in my family, my late mother and my father today, they very much depended on me to help with my siblings and raising them. And then later on with my nieces and nephews. So definitely, that's a role that has helped me to get to this point. And it's something that we never take for granted as far as the roles that we play. Definitely it's something that is very strong and we will continue to support. There are big shoes to fill, but as I said earlier, it's one step at a time. And this is what, again, the team is doing. I know that, we've all been through a lot, as far as being grassroots of First Nations, but again, as mentioned, we have a lot to draw on. So we are, very strong. And with that, the work that we are doing, we are looked upon from other First Nations. What are we doing? And really, it is no secret. We are infusing culture, as Terry Lynn had stated. Our medicine is infusing culture into what we're doing. That is the strongest medicine we have. So again, not wanting to take up further time, I think it's going very well, and I just thank the team for the presentation so far, and just wish all of you a wonderful experience. And again, if I don't catch up with all of you, Merry Christmas as well. Thank you.